In this video, I'm going to take you through some of the best dark websites that you should check out. This is Silk Road Alternative, and I really hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you do, then please give me a like and subscribe to Rolladell Business and share if you feel that others may benefit. Also, please head over to our website at rolladell.com where you can sell or buy any services. This is an updated video to a recent upload I created on this channel, and I'm briefly going to give you a quick overview and address some questions and concerns that I had from the past video. If you fancy checking out the dark web but you're not too sure where to start, then I'll show you some handy dark websites to get you started. The complete Silk Road alternatives for beginners. First of all, let me give you a quick introduction to the differences between the deep and the dark web. The deep web is basically anything on the internet that can't be found using a search engine. And this could be the likes of your messages or private images on social networks, or your personal emails from within your Gmail account or business support email. The dark web is a subsection of the deep web, and it's largely responsible for the deep web's bad reputation. This is where you might find black markets, identities for sale, or unpleasant or dark images, or even drugs. Although if you know where to find them and sort through all the clutter, you'll also find some great websites, which is what I'm going to be showing you today. Before you get started to access the dark web, you'll need to download and use a dark web browser, and you can use the Tor browser run by the Tor project. Tor browser is a technology that bounces internet users and websites traffic through relays runs by thousands of volunteers around the world, and making it extremely hard for anyone to identify the source of the information or the location of the user. And Tor browser isolates each website that you visit so that third-party trackers and ads can't follow you. Any cookies are automatically cleared when you're done browsing, and so will your browsing history too. Although I did not recommend it in a previous upload, I did mention that Brave has a new window with Tor feature. This is not a recommended way to access Tor browser, since you can't blend in with other Tor users, as your browser fingerprint is very different. You want to blend in with as many tool users as possible, and the best way to do that is by using the standard tool browser. Now, in relation to whether or not you should use a VPN or not, because there's a lot of controversy, and I've been criticized for mentioning it and for not mentioning it in our previous videos. So some state that using a VPN in addition to Tor will not make you more anonymous and could harm your anonymity. However, if you check on the Tor project, they state that generally speaking, they don't recommend using a VPN with Tor unless you're an advanced user who knows how to configure both in a way that doesn't compromise your privacy. Please just be careful when browsing the dark web. The dark web can be a very interesting place with lots of websites to explore, but as much as it's interesting, it can be very dangerous, and you need to be careful whilst you're using it. If you want to find out more information about Tor, I'll pop a link in the summary below, as well as links to all the sites that I show you today. If any of these don't load up at the time of watching this video, then please don't panic. This is pretty normal. Websites often go up or down or disappear altogether, and such is the life of Tor communities and websites. So let's check out some of the dark websites. And if you have any recommendations, please feel free to put in the comments below. But in general, for your safety, make sure that you do not click onto the links. One of the most well-known places that people want to visit is the Hidden Wiki. However, the Hidden Wiki is a generic name used by a number of directory sites, and not all directory is the same nor safe. Due to some of these sites being temperamental, I'd recommend checking out Reddit, as here is a great place to get started. However, if you want to jump straight into the dark web, you could also check out a dark web equivalent, Hidden Answers. This Hidden Answer is like the dark web version of Reddit, where its users can ask questions and advice, post stories, and discuss a whole host of topics. One of the great advantages of using Hidden Answers is that you're completely anonymous. Although Reddit is still very popular, a lot of people have started moving away due to ongoing censorship accusations, and it is moving away from its free speech roots. You'll be surprised to know that you can access Facebook via the dark web using the official Facebook Onion site, and the Facebook site attracts over 1 million monthly Tor users. Although a lot of Facebook's images will be hidden when JavaScript is disabled, which is something that's recommended. Although many will believe that visiting Facebook over Tor is a contradiction, connecting to Facebook through Tor can offer a way to access the site, even if it's censored in your country by using a Tor bridge. If you don't want to use the dark web version of Facebook, or if you don't trust it, there are a whole host of dark web-based social networks and other discussion forums with news and discussions too, such as the likes of Dread or Galaxy 3. Now, it's quite unlikely that you'll find your friends and family members on here to chat with, but you may find some experts in coding people looking for adult meetups and other interesting characters too. DuckDuckGo is a private internet search engine which is available on the open web and available as a Google Chrome extension. One of its privacy features is the fact that it doesn't track your browsing history, location, or any other data. The results from your search are always neutral too, unlike Google, which is sometimes known for being biased. Since the release of Tor Browser 6.0.6, you'll also find that DuckDuckGo is the primary search engine, and there's also a dark web version of the search engine, giving you an extra level of anonymity and protection. Darknet markets supply all manner of goods, some legal, others less so, but all use cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin or Monero as a means of purchase, and all are delivered to your door. Previously, the most popular darknet market was the Silk Road, but to find a current list of the most popular markets, such as White House Market or Empire, you can either go to Darkfall or NetLive. The Bitcoin Core website is now reachable through the dark web to provide a greater level of resistance against censorship. The Bitcoin Core website posts the latest updates to the open source Bitcoin software, which is programmed to decide which blockchains contain valid transactions. The uses of Bitcoin Core only accept transactions for that blockchain, making it the Bitcoin blockchain that everyone else wants to use. ProPublica is a journalism outlet and has its own dark web version of its site, and one of the very first news sites to do so. ProPublica's work is all legal, so the dot on your website isn't much different from what you'd find on the internet. The main difference is that accessing it via a Tor browser gives you a layer of anonymity and security. Other examples of news sites that have equivalent onion sites are the likes of BBC News, who launched their dark site in October 2019, making it visible to censored countries such as Vietnam, China, and Iran. And the New York Times also has an onion version of their site. SecureDrop is an open-source whistleblower submission system that news organizations can install to safely and anonymously receive documents and tips from sources. SecureDrop is a project of Freedom of the Press Foundation, and it uses the anonymity of the Tor network to facilitate communication between whistleblowers, journalists, and news organizations such as The Guardian. SecureDrop sites are therefore only accessible as hidden services in the Tor network, and it's advisable to be careful where you access it from. And it works with the use of randomly generated codes and phrases, which will be used to download and used as a means of communication through secure drop messaging. Mal2Tor is an alternative email provider. It lets anyone send and receive email anonymously via webmail or with an email client, and all messages are encrypted, and the company does not log your IP address. As you're probably aware, email is really bad in terms of privacy, as your email provider has access to your entire inbox. Not only that, but they also have information in relation to your calendar invites, travel information, and meetings. And some, such as Google, will automatically enter this information straight from your inbox. This platform is only available through the Tor network, and it's a great alternative alongside the likes of ProtonMail. Onion Name is a specialist service which allows you to purchase an Onion domain so that you can host your own Onion website. Because of the way the network works, you can't purchase the Onion domain from a normal registrar like GoDaddy. So head over to Onion Name if you want to get started with hosting, and you can pay for all of these with the likes of Bitcoin. This is a bit of a weird and wonderful one to add to the list. With Number Station, you're immediately directed to an audio player. Not so weird initially, but when you play it, you start hearing voices produced introducing strange dialects, languages, and numbers as if they were a code to be deciphered. And this isn't too far from the truth, as it actually plays secret and coded messages believed to be from spies and the military. No one knows when the messages were recorded, or maybe if they're sent in real time, but it might be fun just to try and figure it all out. So that was a quick list of onion sites available on the dark web. And as I said, if you'd like to recommend any, then please feel free to put them in the comments below. And I hope you enjoyed this video today. And if you did, then please hit the subscribe button and please head over to Rolladell website to sell your services. Thanks, and I'll see you soon.